Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. Another month is in the books, so it's time to go over my top 5 picks of 4K discs released in April 2024. For this past month of April 2024, to be honest, there weren't a whole lot of quote-unquote new theatrical releases arriving on the 4K format. A lot of it was some catalog titles that were very welcome. I think this was a healthy amount of releases this past month, some really solid, and others not so much. But we're here to talk about the top 5 of my picks of 4K releases for April 2024. So to start things off, I was pleasantly surprised when I got this 4K because Paramount is known for not exactly putting out the best 4K releases. Even this past week or so, there have been a couple of hit or misses, but I think that this particular title, Major League, one of my favorite comedies, was given the proper respect it deserves on the 4K format. This looks great. It wasn't DNR'd to death. The transfer looks like it is a clear upgrade over the standard Blu-ray, and honestly, I think the Steelbook is pretty cool. But of course, you can also go with the standard edition. I love this film. I feel it was really given some good treatment for the 4K formats, and I do highly recommend you pick this one up, so that is my number 5 pick. One of my most wanted Martin Scorsese films finally arrived on 4K this past month, and I was certainly not disappointed. The Departed, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Matt Damon. I mean, there's a whole bunch of people starring in this one. But the bump from Blu-ray to 4K, this is another clear upgrade. I did a full review on the channel if you want to hear my thoughts on it. I was very impressed overall. I think Warner Brothers knocked this one out of the park. It's done very well. Once again, another release that has both a slipcover and a steelbook. I think that, honestly, it looks better than it ever has. As far as audio goes, it's about on par with what was released previously on Blu-ray, but really the picture upgrade is more than worth the price of admission. I'm very happy to finally take this one off my most wanted list for films to arrive on 4K, so check out The Departed. You will not be disappointed. Sony continues to be one of the best studios out there to put out 4K content, and this month's entry, Steel Magnolias, is no exception. This film looks gorgeous. This is a great looking transfer. You have that solid grain structure, looks fantastic. Colors pop off the screen. If you've never seen the movie, it centers around various holidays, going over a couple-year period of these women's lives. And there's, July 4th, there's Christmas, there's Easter. They all look really great with Dolby Vision. This film looks beautiful. And of course, this being Sony, they go the extra mile. They put a Dolby Atmos on this, and it's worthwhile listening to. It's, of course, not going to be the most dynamic audio experience out there. This is very dialogue heavy, but there is a good amount of ambience and musical cues that populate the entire surround environment. This is a clear winner from Sony. They did a fantastic job. If you are a fan or even just curious about it, pick it up on 4K. It is well worth the money. Normally on this channel, I don't review a lot of TV content that arrives on 4K, but a friend was very fortunate enough to loan me his copy to review on the channel, so check that out. And I was very impressed with what I saw. So for the Star Wars spinoff, Andor from Disney, this is actually a very cool 4K. The picture is immaculate. It is gorgeous. It looks fantastic. You have all those Star Wars world elements that mix together with real life locations, unlike some of the other Disney Plus shows. I think it makes for a beautiful looking transfer. And the Dolby Atmos is really good as well. I wouldn't say it's up to what you would get at a movie theatrical experience, but it's pretty close. Very efficient Dolby Atmos track. It sounds great. It's pretty dynamic. It's very entertaining. So if you are a fan of the series, I wholeheartedly recommend you pick up the 4K edition of Andor. And for my number 1 4K release of April 2024, that will go to, I know pickings are a little slim content-wise, but The Beekeeper from Warner Brothers. I think it's well worth the pickup if you are a fan of the film. This is very much a John Wick kind of clone type of film with Jason Statham, so you know fully what you're getting into. But all that aside, the transfer is pretty spot on. It is a good looking picture. The film supports HDR. It really brings out the colors. There's a lot of scenes with poppy neon lights, and they look fantastic. And just the overall palette, I think, benefits very well from the grading. Really good transfer. And the Dolby Atmos is pretty good as well. It's a very well-rounded track. It's pretty immersive. There's a lot of fun action scenes that make full use of your surrounds. And I think it's worth picking up only if you're a fan of the film, though. The Beekeeper on 4K, it is a good-looking transfer, good-sounding audio mix, and it is my #1 pick for April 2024. So those are my top 5 4K releases from April 2024. Now it's your turn in the comment section below to let me know what your top 5 were. And if you're interested in any of the ones I talked about in this video, I will leave direct Amazon links in the comments section. If you use them, they really help out the channel. And I also posted full reviews for all the titles I did talk about in this video, so check out my channel for those as well. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guide 365. I will see you at the movies.